One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
Wake your ass up, fool. John J. and Rich. What's crackin'-lackin'? This is the big boss dog, Snoopy Deagle Double Jizzle. Bang, boom, what you gonna do? John J. and Rich. We're not talking about Ren 1010, we're not talking about Lassie. It's the one and only dog, y'all. The classy, sassy, big Snoop Deagle Double Jizzle. In your face to be, and in the place to be. And you're listening to John J. and Rich. Wake your ass up.
104.7 KISS FM. It's John J. and Rich. Man, you guys, this whole irrational anger thing, biggest thing we've ever done on the radio. Lee, you have an irrational anger?
Yes.
What is it?
When I see kids or out in public or going to school and they're wearing the tails or the ears, that just irks my soul for some reason.
What? What?
Well, I've always told my daughter, you never see anyone successful grow up that they say, I wore tails out in public or to school. You just don't, I don't know why, it just irks my soul.
So when Ariana Grande went through her wearing cat ears, that would irk you?
Well, that's like a celebrity, and they're doing it for, a thing. It's a time and place for everything. She's doing it because she's a show business person. But, yeah, just like a kid just wearing out in public, it's just, I don't know. It just irks my soul for some reason because it's just like, that's just not how you're supposed to dress in, like, a real person.
Dress like a real person.
Okay,
yeah,
Lee.
like a real person, but that's all mine. So, yeah.
Thank you very much for calling and holding.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
Hey, Mary, you're on the air. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's your irrational anger?
So it's like heavy breathing through the mouth or like stuffy noses.
Yeah.
And it's the time of year for it. But my best friend, she has like a medical thing with her nose, so she just never can breathe through her nose. I don't know how to explain it, but I love her so much. But I give her this look because she always breathes through her mouth, and it's so heavy. And she's a tiny girl, so I don't know why she's breathing so heavy all the time. And I have audio issues, so I'm like, oh, my God, girl, you're so loud. It's so annoying. It's making me mad. And she can't help it. And then she eats, right? And then she's eating with her mouth open. And, like, that drives me so mad. I get so angry. I'm like,
you guys can never go to lunch together.
I don't know why. I play music. I put the TV on, like, anything to just drown out the noise. Or I just continuously tell myself, babe, she cannot help it.
Right.
Like, she's cute. At least she's pretty. And she's smart. And she teaches me so many things. So, like, I got to outweigh the good. But, like, my boyfriend, he's got a stuffy nose. He's sick. And literally yesterday, he's sitting there trying to eat a cheeseburger, already struggling because he's sore throat and everything. And he, like, cannot chew with his mouth closed. And I'm like, babe, do it with your mouth closed, for real. And it was just like, babe, I cannot. My nose is so stuffy, I can't breathe. I might as well just suffocate then. I don't know what you want me to do.
Every time I hear,
I'll calm down.
Every time I hear the mouth stuff, it just makes me think of Stranger Things when 11 is like, you mouth breather.
Yeah. Okay, and like, I am a mouth breather, okay, and I didn't know that, but my boyfriend goes, I don't know why you have a problem with it when you're such a mouth breather. I'm like, that's such an insult.
It's a total dig.
It kind of reminds me of the insult of window fogger, because they're sitting so close to the window that they're fogging up the window.
Yes.
With their mouth. And so it drives me nuts. And I'm like, what do you mean I'm a mouth breather? That's gross. Like, I can hear that in my ears all the time, just people breathing. And like, his dad is a heavier set person, and so he breathes so heavy all the time.
It's hereditary.
It sounds like Darth Vader. Oh my God, yeah, he does it too, and he's tiny, but his dad always says, oh, it's because I'm 400 pounds and I sit on the couch all the time. I'm like, no, that's not it. It's just the way you guys breathe, and it drives me nuts. It drives me so angry.
Mary, let me bounce a couple of these text messages off of you here about irrational anger. It says, how about when you're looking for a parking space and you find one and the person in front of you passes it, and then you think you're going to get it, but then they back up their vehicle to try to get the space. That irritates this person. That's a big one. I'm a really good backwards driver, or not backwards, but I can parallel park. And so my friends get really angry at me when they have to get out of the car. And they're like, Mary, I need you to park my car. And I think it's super funny when they get angry, because it's a pet peeve. Nobody likes it when other people drive their car. Here, another one.
So,
Hold on a second. My irrational fear is when I drop something tiny and it finds the biggest, farthest piece of furniture and ends up the absolute farthest point out of reach.
Yep.
oh my gosh, the seat between the car and the glove box, or the center console.
Such a pain. I drop my key in there all the time.
Ooh.
Here's another one. Irrational anger. When people talk to me while looking at me above their glasses. People who don't use coasters really grinds my gears. I never thought I'd sound like my mother, but here I am.
I don't like that I cannot see things. I'm 25 years old. Okay, I'm young, and I still will be FaceTiming my friends, and I'll be like, how do I turn this around? I can't find the button to turn the camera around. And I'm young, and I should know about technology, and that one pisses me off the most.
All right. Mary, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.
Thank you. You as well. Bye.
Bye-bye. Colin Fugg with 3 things you need to know.
Give yourself a Java life jolt. So researchers analyzed all the available data on coffee and its effects on people and actually found drinking coffee regularly may lengthen your life by nearly 2 years. Now, John Jay, I know you're new to the coffee world, but you are doing the right thing. Apparently, coffee has been associated with a lower risk of heart and respiratory diseases, stroke, some cancers, diabetes, dementia, and major depression. Coffee may have multiple healthy effects like building up a better resilience to stress. So I guess ignore all the stuff we've heard about how bad caffeine can be and drink that coffee. Now, I didn't think Moana 2 would beat Wicked at the box office this weekend, but it did. Not only that, but it crushed the previous box office record for the biggest release ever on Thanksgiving weekend. That record was held by Frozen 2 in 2019 when they made $125 million. Moana 2 made $220 million this weekend. Wicked still had a killer weekend, pulling in another $117 million. Now, I know I took advantage of a bunch of Black Friday sales. You must have as well, because they estimate Americans did more holiday shopping on Black Friday than the days leading up to it, spending $10.8 billion this year. Compared to last year, it was like only $9 billion on Black Friday. Now, that apparently is nothing, because they are estimating, because today is Cyber Monday and people just shop online, they are estimating Americans are going to spend more than $13 billion today, making it this year's biggest shopping day. And that's 3 things you need to know.
Hey, what's the Bible horoscopes today?
It's National Color Day, so I'm going to tell you your color based on your zodiac sign.
877-937-1047. Kayla, good morning.
Hi, Sanjay. I'm a Capricorn.
Okay, so Capricorn, your color is kind of boring, not gonna lie. It's gray or brown, but it's because you're disciplined and you have this different approach to life, and it mirrors in gray and brown, which represents your practicality and your reliability. And these colors, they help you stay grounded and focused on your goals, even when other people get distracted. So this totally makes sense for my Capricorn. You guys mostly have your life together.
I love it. I would agree with that, Peyton. Thank you.
You're
Thanks,
welcome.
Kayla. Hi, Robin. What's your sign?
Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm a Gemini.
Gemini, the color for you is yellow. Curious Geminis, you guys are always buzzing with ideas, and yellow complements your optimistic energy. So this color sparks joy, creativity, and communication, making it the perfect shade for you that thrives on variety and learning. So put on a yellow shirt today. You'll have a good one.
All right. Sounds great. Thanks, Peyton. Have a great day.
Bye, Robin.
Hey, Blanca, what's your sign?
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius, your color is purple. Purple reflects Sagittarius' love for adventure and pursuits, and it symbolizes wisdom, spirituality, and curiosity. So it's the color of the traveler and the seeker. So make sure that you go and book your flight for your vacation that you very much deserve.
All right. Okay, thank you.
Purple's
You're
the
welcome.
best.
Thanks,
I know.
Blanca.
It's like the color of royalty, so I'm here for that.
What do you got for... Oh, let's add a Dara. Dara, hi. What's your sign?
My sign is Libra.
So for Libra,
Thank you.
Kyle is also a Libra. You and Dara, your color is pink or light blue. Libra's love for harmony and beauty aligns perfectly with the softness of pink and light blue. These colors represent peace, love, and balance, which helps my Libras navigate relationships and find harmony in your surroundings.
That sounds about right.
I hope we get pink or blue.
And we got both. Look at that.
What do you got for Rich, Pisces?
Yeah, Rich, my Pisces. The color for you, sea green or aqua?
I don't know what that is.
Pisces, oh my gosh, like seafoam green? You do.
Yeah, you do.
You've seen it. Cut it out.
Aqua?
Come on.
Just
no,
blue.
it's like
Aqua's
a green.
blue, right?
Aqua is aqua.
It's just like talking to my wife.
Have
She
you
does all
never
this color
seen
stuff.
Aquamarine with Sarah Patterson?
Aqua is like the color of Rich in the John Jay and Rich old logo right behind
Like
you.
this.
Okay, there we go.
That's aqua.
Bluey greeny.
Yeah.
Okay, but Pisces, you are deeply connected to your emotions and your intuition. And sea green or aqua reflects your fluid, empathetic nature. So it's a soothing shade, and it gives my Pisces a sense of healing and peace.
That's nice. I would prefer something more aggressive, but okay.
Like what?
Like purple.
Okay.
What do you got for you for Leo?
Well, Leo, for us, our main color is gold. Leo is born to shine, and gold is a perfect match for their radiant personality. This color represents a Leo's sense of royalty, generosity, and leadership.
How about Virgo?
Virgo, earth tones, brown and beige, big old boring. Virgo is your practical and your analytical minds, makes you feel like home in earthy tones, which provides you with structure and clarity. And I feel like Virgos, if you're just trying to redo your house, just like take some inspo from Kim Kardashian. That's pretty on brand.
Brown?
Brown, beige, gray, all the boring
That's funny.
colors that
Those
suck
are
the life out of...
All colors I don't like on a pedicure.
But neutrals are so in.
They
I know.
are.
And what's weird as a Virgo, like, I look good in every color, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Sounds like you had a little Leo rising right there. A little cocky.
If we missed your sign, you go to johnjaneRich.com. You can text us. You text JJR and your message to 96893. Hey, guys, I'm listening on the iHeartRadio app nightly from Green Bay, Wisconsin. I listen to your podcast. Don't know how I found you guys, but I'm glad I did. Keep up the great work. Thanks, Mike.
That's cool.
Thanks, Mike. Yeah. So just text JJR, whatever you want to say, to 96893. Okay, so Payne was texting me last night. Like, it sounds like you're all in your, like, whoa, check this out. What do you think?
Yeah.
Right? So what's the trend?
So it's this trend right now, and it's called Insta Guru. And basically, you use it through ChatGPT, the app that you can download on your phone. And essentially, Insta Guru breaks down your Instagram profile and can roast you in a certain type of way. So what I did is I took screenshots of my Instagram bio and a screenshot of my Instagram feed, and I said, can you analyze my Instagram like a snotty teenage girl? And ChatGPT Instaguru absolutely roasted me. So then I decided, I was like, wait, let me see what it does for John J. Rich and Kyle. And they absolutely roasted you guys as
Let's
well.
go. I want to hear that.
I thought it was really cool because some of the things that were on there were actually kind of beneficial in a way. It kind of made me sit back and be like, hold on, let me go and delete some of these things. ChatGPT's right over here. So
Really?
I thought it was pretty cool. And it like does things like bio breakdown. It comments on your followers. It comments on your content vibe, your aesthetic. And then it gives you like an overall synopsis of what your Instagram is.
So actually, like to, in legit ways to help you fix your Instagram? So
Yeah.
it's not a funny thing like, here, roast your Instagram. It's not funny like post it?
you can do it that
Or
way if
they
you
did
want
and you
to.
took it for serious.
Yeah, they did, and I took it.
Okay, what did they say about your Instagram?
Well, what they had said about my Instagram, so my bio, right? I have John Jane Rich on my Instagram. I'm a girls basketball coach. I have that on there. So it roasted my bio, and it says, you're out here flexing your radio collab ambitions and basketball coach vibes. So do you want to be a boss babe? But are we shooting hoops or shooting content? Pick a lane, or better yet, own both, but do better. You know, like, I know. Isn't that like so good? And it comments on your highlights, like those little circle things that you have on there. I thought it was so good and it was so funny. And the one that I got a roast about was one of my selfies, and it's like, you're serving the real you, but some of these pics are like, did I accidentally open Snapchat? Let's give a little bit more energy, sis.
Wait, so did you change anything on your bio because of what it said, pick a lane?
I haven't gotten to do it yet, but yes, I'm going to go through and change it. And basically what I took from this is I'm going to lean into both, and I'm just going to start creating content with some of my basketball players that I coach.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
What if
so
ChatGPT goes, I was listening? No, don't.
I said pick a lane.
Yes. It said or both, but do better. You know
What about for Rich?
So for Rich, it talks about your follower count. It's pretty solid, and it's that you didn't get that blue check just for being cute, like that kind of vibe. But it says your bio's fine, but where's the flavor? Your emojis are cute, but flex a little bit more. Add some spice, Richie. That's basically what it's saying
That's actually
about
pretty
you.
good advice.
Does it say anything about the shirt he's wearing today?
No, it does have some comments about your photos, though, Rich.
All right, go on.
It says your photos are clear and bright, so kudos there. But you can use a little bit more variety. Throw in some candid shots or maybe a few moody, artsy pics to mix it up.
Wow.
You know what you did the other day? You posted a video, which I thought was cool. You're like in your studio and you're jamming the guitar and you're like, this is my friend. He's got drums and bass. And I'm adding my guitar. Remember when you said that?
Yeah.
You go, my friend, I'll put his name up here in just a second. You pointed up to the corner and you never did. Like you made a point to make it. It's going up right here.
A little more.
So
A
funny.
little more flavor.
What about Kyle's Instagram?
Well, Kyle, it says, first impression, let's be real, your grid has a little bit of an identity crisis. It's giving family fun vibes mixed with some random life moments. So if you're trying to go full influencer mode, we need to refine the aesthetic a little bit more. It's a mix of wholesome family content and yogurt bark. That's what it is.
True.
How dare they say
my life.
wholesome family content? That's like a huge compliment.
Yeah.
I think that's a huge compliment.
I made the yogurt bark with my daughter, so that kind of still goes. But
Family
it
content.
definitely doesn't have an aesthetic. It
Right.
does look like
What kind
it's
of
like
roast
all
is
over the
that?
place.
Well, actually, Kyle's
Good
overall
family
vibe,
content. Boom.
I think she actually has the best Instagram out of all of us, but it says, Kyle, your IG is like the girl next door who's super sweet and everyone likes, but she needs to decide if she's going to stay in her comfy sweats or go all out with a killer outfit. A little bit more cohesion and clarity, and you'll be slaying the Instagram game.
Okay.
I disagree with that. Like, how come you can't be both of those? You're showing a full-rounded person. I like to hang out in my pajamas, and then I go out sometimes.
Remember, she's asking it to slam you a little bit.
But that's not a slam.
But I see it though because actual influencer Instagram feeds do have just one lane,
That's
and
true.
they go with that.
Yes.
But like, I don't see myself as an influencer, so I
Right.
just share my life.
Okay, so far within Rich and Kyle, is there anything that she said that you would change because of what you just read?
Yeah, I would kind of juice it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's saying to do,
Throw in
right?
some more guitar music playing, Rich.
No,
and you'll-
God,
Nobody
no.
needs to see that.
God, no.
That's what Instaguru
Hey,
said.
Instagram, you've been waiting on this a long time.
We've been waiting on this a long time.
Oh,
We didn't know that it's alright.
Sing it, Rich.
Waiting on this a long time.
gets in your head, doesn't it? I only posted that one time. That was on stories.
You got mine?
That should have gone away.
I do. I have yours, John Jay, and yours are pretty fun. Your aesthetic, it says that your Instagram grid is all over the place. We've got everything from memes to personal close-ups, which is fine, but we're lacking cohesion. Seems like it's a theme between all of us. You need to pick a theme or a vibe and stick to it. Your overall synopsis for you, John Jay, is you're doing great with your authenticity and being fun, but let's be more real. Your account could be way more lit with a little bit more polish and intention. Amp up your captions and get on trend. That's what it has for you.
Amp up my caption. Oh, you know what's funny? Because I've been testing out stuff. Like I think if I put a lot in a caption, it doesn't go anywhere. But if I just put a smiley face, it usually takes off. Like I have 3 videos that have over 100 million likes. And those videos, I just put a smiley face. So I thought that had something to do with it. So I don't want to post a lot in a caption because I thought no one's going to read it. But screw you, ChatGPT.
Guru says you need to amp them up.
Now you're in a fight with ChatGPT.
Amp them.
Didn't it say something
cool
about
thing,
I thought you said something to me about it briefly, something else about my thing that was like, screw you.
How your bio's giving dad vibes?
Yeah, that was it.
Your bio's giving dad vibes and you've got the dad flex down, but we need a little bit more personality. We need something that screams, I'm more than just a cool dad. I am the cool dad. That's what your slam was.
Now, how do you do that?
It's like you're proud of your kids, so you put pictures of your kid up.
That's your slam?
No, I'm saying
dad.
like
No, not you. ChatGPT is like, oh, nice. Ooh, okay, dad. I think I say dad in my bio. I hope I say husband first.
I don't know what you say.
Oh my God. You need to go to therapy because of my Instagram.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool, though.
It's now time for Stacks and Hacks. I have stacks of information. Rich has life hacks of information. According to a new survey, a lot of Americans dabble in hoarding. Kyle Unfug. Half of us say we have at least one room in our house that is unsalvageable due to all the clutter. Kyle, don't you have a lot of stuff going on in the trunk of your car right now?
I did. I've been driving around. My trunk's absolutely full of clothes and old backpacks and stuff to donate. And every day, I'm like, today's the day. I'm going to drop these off. And I think probably a month and a half has gone by. And I'm like, guess today wasn't the day. And then over the weekend, it was the day.
Where'd you go?
It was so satisfying. I was actually picking up pizzas at Little Caesars for my kids. And I realized, oh my gosh, there's a Goodwill right in the same parking lot. Like if I don't make it happen right now, it's never happening. I did it. I was so proud of myself. So now my trunk is empty.
According to another survey, 9% of mothers admit that they've regretted the name they gave their kid. 10% say it just doesn't fit their personality.
That was Kylie Jenner when she renamed her kid two times.
That's right.
I know one person that did that. Didn't rename, but just was bummed they named their kid what they named their kid. Lamborghini is releasing a new baby stroller. It'll be out next year. No word on how much it'll cost, but please, that's crazy. Amazon is denying a rumor that they're banning their delivery drivers from singing along to the radio because it distracts them and negatively impacts their driving safety. And the reason they're doing that is because this video went viral of an Amazon driver having a good time.
Something else that these vehicles have is the in-vehicle camera safety technology. It's looking to make sure that you're driving safely.
My daddy was a family-based man. My mama was an engineer. And I was born.
So they say, no, you can't do that.
That's
safe.
sad.
That's very lame. 53-year-old man in Florida was driving around in his souped-up Dodge Charger when another guy went up to him and said, hey, that's a really cool ride. And the guy got out of the car and punched him in the face.
Wow.
He thought maybe that it was... In fact, here's part of that little argument.
You want to clap? You big tough guy? I'm trying to tell you nice car, bro. I like your car. You better pay attention.
Then he punched him in the face.
Whoa.
Someone in Arizona sneezed in the shower and a piece of a Lego that's been lodged in their nose for 25 years flew out.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
I was in the shower, and my doctor has told me that with the dry, hot summer months, it's really helpful to blow your nose while you're in the shower. So I've been regularly doing this for the last 6 months or so. Today, I was blowing my nose in the shower, and lo and behold, I blew out a Lego dot that has been in my nose for at least 26 years.
Those people from Arizona, man.
These still sounds pretty stuffy, don't they?
Peanut butter and jelly M&Ms are expected to launch pretty soon. Scientists have discovered a common food dye found in Doritos can turn a living mouse's skin transparent.
Cool.
Which probably isn't good.
Yeah.
The top holiday travel destinations for Thanksgiving. What do you think is number one?
New York City.
Nope. That's number 3.
To your mom's house.
Cancun is number 2. Number 1 is Orlando. Disney World, maybe?
Yeah, sure.
What do you got for life hacks, Rich?
Okay, so I tried this the last 2 nights, and I'm pretty sure it works because I fell asleep too fast to count how fast I fell asleep. It's a military hack for falling asleep because in the military, they got to fall asleep in the middle of some pretty loud war zones, truly, and a lot of noises distract people from going to sleep. So here is the military secret to fall asleep. I tried it the last few nights and went to sleep so quick that I'm just sure it works. So here's what you do. You have to relax your entire body, starting from your head, moving down to your toes, specifically in that order, like unclench your jaw, let your shoulders go limp. Sounds kind of like the end of yoga class when they tell you to totally relax in Savasana. Let your arms feel weightlessness, and then you take some deep breaths, loosen the muscles in your legs and feet, and then you just focus on counting your breaths. 1, 2, probably slower than that, and you will drift off into dreamland in about 2 minutes. I've tried it. It totally works. For those instructions, you need just go to our website, which is johnjandrich.com.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
Okay, real talk. We're all kind of hooked on our phones. It's full of shiny apps designed to keep your attention captive forever. But there's real-life stuff to do other than scrolling, and I'm here to help. I'm Christina Quinn, the host of Try This, a podcast from The Washington Post. The show explores solutions for life's common problems. And this season, we're learning to tame the dopamine beast and reclaim our attention in this noisy and distracting world. So let's tame the beast together. Find Try This from The Washington Post wherever you listen.
Deciding on what to listen to is hard. Using Zumo to stream music from iHeart 90s Radio is easy. Or play iHeart Country or Hip Hop Beats. Your choice, all for free. Stream easy with Zumo Play. Get live and on-demand entertainment with no logins, no signups, no accounts, no hassle. This April, binge these classics. The Whole 9 Yards starring Bruce Willis and Matthew Perry. Adaptation with Nicolas Cage and Meryl Streep. And The Fisher King with Robin Williams. All streaming free on Zumo Play. Go to play.zumo.com now. Life is hard. Zumo is easy.
Discover Vizio's complete lineup of home entertainment. From stunning smart TVs to immersive soundbars, Vizio has you covered. Experience clarity like never before, bringing your favorite shows and movies to life. Plus, with Watch Free Plus built in, you'll enjoy free live and on-demand TV right out of the box. You can even stream your favorite music and podcasts with the iHeartRadio app. Ready to go on every Vizio smart TV, along with hundreds of other pre-downloaded apps. Ready to transform your home entertainment? Visit Vizio.com today.
Kiss FM, it's John, Jay, and Rich. Good morning, Kennedy. Thanks for holding.
Good morning. Hi.
Hey, what's going on?
Well, okay, so I have this dirty little secret, and I have not told anyone yet. So I just, that's what you do, you guys. So Here we go. I went to Vegas last weekend for my best friend's bachelorette party, and things got out of hand. Like, I've been drinking, like, obviously, because bachelor party. And I called an Uber to get back to the hotel. And the driver, like, he was super chill. We were joking around, laughing. And then, I don't know, somehow we ended up at one of those drive-through wedding chapels. And I just thought, oh, my God, this is a hilarious joke. But, like, I like, a lot to drink. And I woke up the next morning with, like, this, like, little crap wedding ring and a marriage certificate. So, like... I blacked out. Like, I've done that before, but, like, I don't remember anything, really. I'm, like, legally married to my Uber driver now, and I'm like, oh, my God, what do I even do?
And he wasn't there the next morning?
No, he was gone. Like, I'm like, do I annul this, or is, like, the universe telling me to roll with it? Do I find him? Do I
Wait, what do you
secret
mean?
married to my Uber driver?
What do you mean, do you find him? Like, do you not have his information?
I don't have his number. I have Uber, and I have his name. I know his name. Like, so I started, like, Googling, and, like, I'm like...
It says contact driver, because you can do that. Like, if you want to give him... Did you tip him?
Contact husband?
I mean, now I'm like, I haven't talked to any of the girls about it because I'm just like... It's kind of embarrassing, but it's also, like, so insane. And it's kind of like they're just going to roll their eyes and go, oh my God, that's so you. And I'm like, oh no, I don't want to be that person, but maybe I am that person.
Yeah, I bet you could go. Are you still in Vegas?
Yeah.
I bet you can go back to that chapel and be like, hey, this happened last night. I don't have any proof.
I'm sure it happens all the time, right?
Yeah, it must have. I mean, it did happen in The Hangover, remember? But it's like the fact, the Uber driver, what a team player.
He's like, wait.
He's like, okay.
Right, and you're assuming that he's like totally sober, right? Since he's driving Uber.
He's like, this will be fun. Again,
hey,
another one. He's got like 5 wives.
Racking him up.
He's like, I don't know. Like, I remember him being hot, so.
Oh, okay.
okay,
So
well,
at least
that's
he looked good.
Yeah, I mean, I have his Instagram. Like, I think I have his Instagram. I think this is him, but I don't know for sure.
Was it at least like a nice Uber, like an Uber Black, where it's like a nice car? So he's doing well with his Uber.
It was okay.
So the thing is, you're drunk. You get in the car. You go through drive-through chapel. It's fun. He's respectful, so he doesn't do anything weird. He takes you back to wherever you are, drops you off to your house or a hotel or wherever you're at, right? And he just moves on. So it's not like you made out with him.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I have a marriage certificate right now.
Okay, do you have any hickeys? Do you have? Is your clothes on properly? Is there anything fishy? This happened last night.
No, not last night. No, 2 nights ago.
Okay.
Still fresh.
You need to get your ass over to the chapel and see if they can annul it.
I would at least be curious to find out who my husband was.
I have to figure out, like, I'm just the whole thing is such a mess, and I'm like, I would
just annul it, erase, pretend it didn't happen.
Never find him ever again.
Well, Rich just said something. So you're saying if that was you, the first thing we do is try to find him.
Yeah.
Like if it was me, the first thing I would do is go to the chapel, say, make sure this doesn't happen. So I don't have to talk to that guy again.
I would never talk to that man ever again.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
for what?
But she was.
Or take it for half of everything he has now.
There must have been a spark, though, if you got married right away.
Well, like, yeah, we were flirting and stuff, and like hanging out, like, it was like a great bar hang, but in his car, you know?
You know what's going to happen? You know what could happen? Like, you know how we've talking a lot about these scam artists on Facebook that take people for money?
Yeah.
What if you're going to find out there's a scam like this in Vegas where they do this, and then he's going to hit you up for money and say, well, hey, we're married. You owe me something.
That would be crazy.
I mean, he might have your information.
Or John J. are just giving scammers ideas.
I have to go back. I'm going to go back to the chapel.
Yeah, they got to ask for ID at the chapel and stuff. They have to.
I mean, it wasn't like, obviously it didn't mean that much to him, otherwise he would have stayed with you.
Right.
Or at least contacted you in 2 days.
I don't know. Now I'm starting to think, like, oh my God, does he do this? Is this what he does? Like, is he going to, like, start, like, messaging my work friends or whatever and, like, is this, like, a blackmail marriage? I don't even know. Like, oh my God, now, like, you got my head spinning.
Go back to the
I'd
chapel,
get off the
babe.
phone with us and go get it answered.
Oh my God.
Well, thank you for calling us, though. That's very cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Remember, marriage is no joke.
Okay.
And
Okay. She's like, now I know. Thanks.
She's like probably so hungover right now. She's like,
Drinking and
what
driving
is
is
my
no
life?
joke, and the same thing with driving and getting married is no
It's
joke.
accurate.
All right. God bless, Kennedy.
Yeah.
It's back to school time right now. My son's about a weekend. Kyle's kids are in school. One of Rich's kids is in school. So I thought it'd be kind of fun. Who from your school made the news? 877-937-1047. Brittany, who from your school made the news and what for?
So this was well after I graduated, but I found out in college that my high school PE teacher was arrested for assault and corporal injury.
Jeez.
Dang. That mean they tortured somebody?
I do want to say he later was found not guilty, but obviously when you're a teacher and your name gets dropped like that, rumors start to spread, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't think anything of it when I was in high school. I mean, having a guy PE teacher when you're in high school is already weird, but wait until after and you see this article. I even posted the article on my Facebook and I said, oh my gosh, I never would have thought this would have happened. He seemed really nice. And then half of my graduating class was like, oh no, we saw this happen.
Wow.
All right, Brittany, thank you for sharing that.
Of course. Have a great day, guys.
You too. Jill, who from your school made the news?
Yes, sir. My art teacher made the news
For what?
for soliciting children online.
Ew.
Oh my God. Ew.
That makes me sick.
Yeah. I hate to talk about him because he was my teacher, but what he did is just horrible, so it is what it is.
Is he in jail, in prison?
You know, it happened in 2007.
he might not even be alive at this point. I honestly don't know. But he did go to jail. He
Okay.
did.
Yeah, I
Well,
hope
that's
he
good at
rotted
Was
in there.
2007 that long ago?
It really was.
Like, if she said it happened in 1932, he might not be alive anymore. Like, I know plenty of people alive. And, like,
Maybe he was an
2007, you're
old
dead by
art
now.
teacher.
He was already old in 2007.
right, but I'm just saying, the way she said it, I was like, 2000, wait, I don't.
Kind of was a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, it
I was
was.
sitting right here on this microphone in 2007. All right, Jill, thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
Brandon, who from your school made the news?
I did.
You did? For what?
I did. Well, I actually ended up getting drugged by a car.
Oh, how?
Well, I live in a small town, Mitchell, Nebraska, with only about 1,700 people. And the high school, there's no cafeteria. So all the high school kids had to walk about 6 blocks to elementary school. And so it was in the school route. And some punk kid that was driving real recklessly. And I just flagged him down and stopped him, leaned down at the door, and was like, "Hey, bro, can you slow down? You know, we got a bunch of kids walking through here. You're driving crazy." And he said a provocative and said, "You ain't no pig," and he hit the gas, and I ended up like grabbing on the door handle to like push myself away from the car, and he just ended up speeding around the corner, and I ended up taking a tumble around the corner and slid about 50 yards.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
And made the news.
Road rash and stuff.
So you made the news kind of being, that was kind of cool then.
That's big news in Nebraska.
Like an action hero.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks, Brandon.
Wow.
It is a crazy time. Well, I
Thank
appreciate you guys' time this morning.
You too, brother. Thank you. Kayla, who from your school made the news?
Yeah, his name was Jared Ward, and he was in the 2016 Rio Olympics, and he came in 6th in the marathon.
There you go. Something positive.
That's cool.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah, woohoo, go Jared.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Kayla. Thank you.
Thanks, bye.
I posted on my Facebook. Check this out. Lisa Kelly, she says, Amy Bosley made it in the news from my school for murdering her husband, Bob Bosley. It was on Snap and Forensic Files.
That's crazy.
Bob Bosley is a good murder name, though.
And then Renee Young says, here's who made it on the news from her school. Actor Bill Paxton, Lee Harvey Oswald, John Denver, and Mark Vesey. I don't know who those are. I know some of them. And then someone named America Morris, she wrote down, you were always causing news, not making it. Go Chiefs. I went to high school with her.
Oh, wow. I had two kind of like crazy situations when I was one, I was in high school, and the other one, I was already out of high school. But my high school went down for like a really bad hazing incident for a football program.
Oh, that was national news.
Yeah, national news. And it was like the high school I went to, like we were known for being a powerhouse for football. And a lot of the guys that I knew went down. And it was really sad to see, for one, because, you go to school with these kids for 4 years and then see you're making just dumb decisions like that. News. Makes you really bad or makes you really sad. And then another one, I was a sophomore in high school. It was towards the end of the year. It was the last day of school. And this junior, I don't know why he decided he wanted to participate in the senior pranks, but he entered the front of the school and exited all the way in the back and rode a legit motorcycle through the school. He ended up getting tackled and arrested on campus.
Oh my gosh.
A felony because, for one, you can't ride like a motorcycle in a school. Like that could kill people, I think.
Tell that to Tom Cruise. Tell that to Tom Cruise.
And then it's like such a stupid little thing that I remember, but the guy that rode the motorcycle was dating this girl that I played basketball with, and I like did not like her, so I was like, good, you get what you deserve.
Tell that to Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones.
Don't ride motorcycles through your school hallway.
Not recommended.
Yeah.
All right. If you have any other ones, shoot us a call, 877-937-1047, or DM John J. Van Ness. It's John J. and Rich. Hi. We want to know, like, who I was helping Nick answer phones. There are some calls I took that are just like murders and stuff like that. I know. Who from your school made...
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking... sort of friend up quarterback for the Arizona. He did see some playing time, like we just kept going through. And he made the news uplifting, and then when he got cocaine in his backpack.
Oh, my. What was his name?
Max Hall.
Max Hall? I don't know. Let's go to the high school that make the news. Thanks, Jessica.
Did you shoplift?
Who from your school made the news?
Getting ready one morning, I have the news story is about some guy in the woods in Flagstaff. Finally got him. And then they said, I graduated high school. I go out, there he is, through Flagstaff.
Wow.
Okay.
It warm you up.
Mm-hmm.
Guess so.
Rachel, who from your school?
It's not me. It's I was at my mom's school yearbucks. You went to school And yep, my school with Charles Manson.
I feel like I've told you, my grandma's childhood best was sisters with one of Charles Manson. He like tries to get
Oh, she's still alive?
No, when my grandma was pregnant, we went to go visit her and print my grandma a one throughout the onesie. Isn't that wild? I think that's why I have a degree in criminal weird connect to it. She has the onesie, but she said, Meme, do you know how much money? Like, we would have been rich.
Alex made the news.
So, like 15 years ago, and a couple of my Paulson and Megan Rupp news, like national on Snap killer couples, they plotted and and the national news, they were like 15, 16 years.
Terrible.
Whoa.
I'm so imagine, happy.
Dramatic.
Yeah.
A little crazy. I mean, even about because AG is such a small talks about it, so that's one of the things that happened. Yeah.
I heard of this, and why is this not a Netflix thing?
I know exactly. They I know about like 13 years and then 13 years, and then happened with David. But I think that he's in there for the long run.
Wow.
Thank you for calling in.
Yeah, thank you guys. Have a great.
You too. Have a great. Sorry, Lindsay. Who from your high school made the news?
Hey guys. So we've got a bunch of celebrities from Scottsdale area. I went to Horizon High School, and there was a freshman trombone player in the marching band named Kellen Lutz, who went on to be Emmett in the vampire Twilight movie.
I heard he was from Chandler.
Yeah, well, I don't know where he was from, but he went to Horizon.
Okay, go on. Who else?
And then Garrett Hedlund was a cross-country runner at Horizon, and he was in Troy with Brad Pitt. He was in Friday Night Lights, and he was in the new Tron movie.
Wow. That's really cool.
That's big.
Years I went there, Horizon was making the school national news for like senior pranks involving chickens and football players getting suspended for watching videos in the video room that weren't about football.
All right, Lizzie's got all the tea.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Lindsay. Have a great day.
You guys are awesome. You make my morning every day. I love you guys so much.
Thank you so much. Have a great day. You guys know what? It's Monday. Guess what?
It's Monday, and John's got a game for you. Gong, gong.
So we're talking about, Rich's daughter moved away to New York to go to school. Kyle, your kids went back to school a week or two ago. Same with my youngest son. So I have a little game I like to play. Celebrity Classroom is what I'm calling it. I'm going to give you the name of a celebrity, and you tell me whether or not they were a teacher before they became famous. I think one of the most famous people of all time that is in a band was what a teacher was. Rich?
Famous person was in the band.
Sting. Thank you for playing along. Sting.
Oh, Sting.
You didn't know he was a
right.
teacher.
I guess I did.
Don't stand so close to me.
Don't stand
it's
so
about being a teacher.
close. Oh, yeah.
Anyway, Kyle, Sylvester Stallone, was he a teacher before he became Rocky? He was a teacher.
What?
Before becoming a Hollywood star, Stallone worked in a gym as a teacher in the American school in Switzerland.
Not know that.
Right? Fascinating, right? Peyton, Johnny Depp, was he a teacher before he became famous?
Nah.
No, he wasn't. What was he? Do you know?
I don't know.
He was a
Janitor.
telemarketer.
Okay.
Telemarketer. Before hitting it big in Hollywood, Johnny Depp worked as a telemarketer selling pens. Rich, Whoopi Goldberg, was she a teacher before she became famous?
I think she was a teacher.
No.
She was not a teacher.
No, she was a mortuary beautician in a funeral home doing makeup for the dead.
Whoa.
She was also a bricklayer.
Those are two totally different vocations right there.
Kyle, Ozzy Osbourne, was he a teacher before he became famous?
I'm going to go no.
No, you're right. He worked at a slaughterhouse.
Unless, wouldn't it be funny if he was a teacher? He'd be like, wasn't he the one that like ate birds and stuff like that on stage?
Ate a bat.
It's science.
Bet the head off a bat.
Peyton, Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, was he a teacher before he became Wolverine?
I'm going to say yes.
Yes, the actor worked as a physical education teacher in England before becoming famous. Rich, your favorite author, Stephen King, was he a teacher before he became famous?
Man, I feel like he's been an author for a long time, but yes, he was a professor.
Yes, he taught high school English in Maine.
Makes sense.
Kyle, Barack Obama, was he a teacher? He's former president of the United States. Was he a teacher before he became president?
Well, this is a tough one. I'm going to say no.
Yes, he was a teacher. Before entering politics, Obama was a constitutional law professor at the University of Chicago Law School.
Okay.
Peyton, Brad Pitt, actor Brad Pitt, was he a teacher? No, but he was a chicken mascot. Brad Pitt once worked at El Pollo Loco, the fast food chain, where he dressed up like a giant chicken and danced around.
That's good casting. Who put him in that role?
Peyton, how about J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter?
I'm going to say yes.
Yes, before writing Harry Potter, Rowling taught English as a foreign language in Portugal. Rich, actor Christopher Walken,
I'm going to teach you some things. He was a teacher.
He was not a teacher, but he was a lion tamer. Christopher Walken worked as a lion tamer in a circus.
There's a flex for a previous job right there. Yeah.
Isn't that nuts? Anyway.
It's Monday, and John just got a game for you.
104.7 KISS FM. John J. and Rich Laney, good morning. Thanks for holding.
Hey, so yes, I'm calling because, well, I gave my partner like an ultimatum. You know, we had been dating for like a while, and things just kind of started feeling off. He's always prioritizing his family over me, and honestly, like, I was just fed up. So I told him, either you start putting me first or we're done. I thought it would be like a wake-up call to him, but he picked his family. So, like, he really picked him over me. It hurts. I'm heartbroken, and I'm angry. Like, I really didn't think that would be the outcome. And now I'm wondering, like, am I wrong for giving him an ultimatum? Should I have, like, just accepted it and kept quiet about things? I mean, I also feel like maybe I'm the one who looks bad now, and I don't really know how to, like, move past it all. I'm blocked on everything, and his sister, who was a really good friend of mine, just keeps texting me, going off about how I'm such a terrible person.
When you say he picked his family over you, like, was there a situation where you're like, don't go with them, come with me? Or were you like, cut your family off or be with me?
No,
type of thing? Like, what does that mean?
I was just telling him, like, you're always prioritizing everyone in your family over me. And we've been together for a long time now. Like, you know, there's a future here. We're going to have a family of our own. You've got to prioritize me. Like, I've got to come first. And he said no.
He probably heard that differently than you intended that.
You think? In what way?
Well, I think most guys, if they're not dogs and they're not cheating, are doing the best they can. They feel great about you. They think the relationship's good. So when they hear something like that, it sounds like, I don't like your family. You need to spend more time with me and less time with them. And that ultimatum makes a lot of guys go, okay, probably not for me. So you might have, in trying to train him to pay more attention to you, pushed him away.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm super close with my family, so I'm trying to understand where you're coming from, because, like, on the surface, I'm like, well, he should choose his family. It's his family. That's his blood. That's who his ride or dies have been his whole life. And yeah, you're important to him.
Isn't going to give you a wife and children.
Totally. But I'm trying to understand, like, what sort of things did he prioritize? Because then I may be like, oh, yeah, then he shouldn't have done that. But because right now I'm like, he should back up his family. And if you're trying to be like, your family or me, he's probably going to pick his family.
Yeah, but he's a good guy. He probably will.
Don't know your whole story or all the things that have happened over and over again to get you to this point.
Literally, it could be like literally everything. Like, if his mom called him and asked him to do something, he would jump and do it. If I called him and asked him to do something, it would have to fit into his schedule.
Oh, that's frustrating.
Are you engaged? Were you engaged?
No, but like, this is where we were going, you know, and before I go down that road with somebody, I need to know that I'm a priority to them.
All the red flags in relationship stuff that I've ever been a part of or witnessed going to therapy and stuff is whenever you give someone an ultimatum, it's the person that gives the ultimatum is wrong.
Yeah, I actually gave my boyfriend an ultimatum one time, like pretty early on when we were dating, and it did not go well for me.
You can't do that.
I was like, I don't remember exactly what it was. I think it had to do with him moving to Phoenix, because it was like we were in a long distance relationship for a year, and now we're getting into the age where like everyone else around us is getting married and having kids. And I was like, if we're going to be together, then I need you out here. He ended up moving out here, but I definitely didn't go about it the right way. I should have been like, let's talk about it. Let's figure it out. Let's navigate it. Because once you give somebody the option to not have an option is when they put their guard up.
All right, Lainey.
I mean,
have a great day.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Bye.
Good luck.
We want to hear about your crazy ex, but you got to keep it short and sweet. Kyla, tell us about your crazy ex. Keep it short and sweet.
All right, short and sweet. Here we go. My crazy ex told me he was in love with me, told me that he wanted me to be the mother of his children, love of his life, wanted to marry me. And what does he do? He gets back together with his ex-girlfriend at the end of the day after telling me all this crazy, insane stuff, told me my best friends, his best friends. And yeah, it was just a very emotional and manipulative time in my life.
Okay, hold on, Kyla. Hillary, keep it short and sweet. What do you got?
My ex lied to me about having cancer to try and keep me in his life.
Wow. That's bad. That's bad.
Okay, hold on. Danielle, keep it short and sweet. What do you got?
Okay, so basically me and my ex watched my dog take a big dump, and then my dog ate it, and my ex picked him up and then made out with him full tongue.
Ew. Gross.
Stupid. All right, hold on. Alex, good morning. Keep it short and sweet.
My crazy ex, they signed their name onto the deed of my house by forging my signature and then tried to sue me for $30,000 and half of my house.
Did he get it?
No.
Okay. All right, thank you. Chloe, keep it short and sweet.
Okay, so my ex had his mom reach out to me to make sure my number was still the same, and then repeatedly called me until I answered to tell me he had a dream that I was at the hospital, and then told me that he would drop everything and always be there for me, but he has a wife and kids.
That's gross.
How long was he your boyfriend for?
We were like high school sweethearts, and he's married to the girl that he hated. Quote unquote hate.
You didn't know he was married?
No.
But his mom did. Why was she reaching out to you?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's the thing. I'm like, why are you guys reaching out to me if he's married?
It was probably him. I've had a couple of those.
Okay.
Just weird.
Jose, keep it short and sweet. Tell us about your ex.
So my ex decided the next day to come over to my house and slash my tires, all 4 of them. But luckily, I had insurance, so I got new tires out of it.
Okay, that's short and sweet. Thomas, good morning. Keep it short and sweet. What do you got?
Hey, good morning. So I was active duty, and me and my wife got separated. She decided to call the post commander to ask for spousal support. So, because of her, now I'm married to a man.
That's taken spousal support to a whole new level, I think.
Yes, for sure.
So because of her, you found out you were gay?
Amongst other things. But
okay.
It was a cherry on the cake.
Cherry on the cake.
Well,
okay.
I like that.
Okay, Thomas, thank you. Stephanie, keep it short and sweet. What do you got? Tell us about your ex.
So I had a boyfriend on Valentine's Day, and I was pregnant, and he told me that if I wanted to be intimate with him, if I didn't want to be, that I should have told him before he picked me up.
Oh, that's sad.
Rude. What a
That's
slime
jerk.
ball.
You should call him for Jerk X. I want to ask a couple more questions to Hillary. Hillary, you're the one with, what was your short story?
My ex had lied about having cancer to keep me in his life.
Okay, can you give us more details on that?
Yeah, so we were pretty much like at the end of the relationship. I was done with that, and he brought up, he's like, well, I didn't want to tell you, but I just went to the doctor and I have cancer. And then I stayed with him for a couple more months because he kept telling me that he would bring me to doctor's appointments and that he was going to start chemo. And like, he had like typed up and printed out his own paperwork to like
oh my God.
say about cancer details. And there was always an excuse why an appointment got canceled or why the chemo wasn't starting or why his family didn't know yet. So it was all just a huge lie.
So how'd you find out? Like, what
Because he's still alive.
Right. But like, you can survive if you have cancer. But like, how did you find out?
Well, I put 2 and 2 together because he won't fess up to it since I've confronted him. He just like kind of gaslit me like, oh, you don't believe me in the hardest time of my life. So we're no longer together, but every once in a while he'll still hit me up and be like, hey, I think the chemo is going to start soon. So if you still wanted to be there for me.
That's bad karma, man.
Digging his heels in.
Okay, hold on, Hillary. Hold on. Bridget, keep it short and sweet. What's your crazy ex story?
Okay, so one of my exes, he used to collect our hair, and I didn't really realize it at first, but then he started collecting it from my hairbrush, and I kept asking, like, what are you doing with that? And he's like, oh, it's just for, like, a little project I'm doing. And then he started asking me to collect the hair. So I don't really know what he ended up doing with it, but that was Just one of the last
You didn't say
things.
what project.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you need a little closure there.
I think I want to know what you're doing
that's
with
the
my
next question.
hair.
All right. Oh, man. Jamie, keep it short and sweet. What do you got?
Yeah, so when I was dating a guy online years ago, he came out to meet me in Arizona because he lived in another state, and then we decided to have him meet me at my house, and he came over. Later on that night, he was supposed to leave, go stay at a hotel. Well, he refused to leave, and he ended up leaving, but he just went across the street to the grocery store and where I could see a view from my house, and he slept in his car watching my house all night long.
Oh, creepy.
I'm glad you got it out
That's
of there.
over, though, right? You're not still dealing with that, are you?
No, this was years ago. But anyway, I ended up having to get my dad to call him and threaten to call the police to get him to leave me alone because he kept stalking me after that for like a good few weeks.
Okay, that's creepy. Okay. You guys want to vote? I'm happy.
Yeah.
Right. We all on the same page here with Hillary?
Yes.
Hillary, you should call your boyfriend, your ex-boyfriend that said he was going through chemo and had cancer, but he's still alive and he's lied. Tell him that his cancer story got you tickets to see Sabrina Carpenter.
Yay, I'm so excited!
You're gonna go see Sabrina Carpenter tonight. Totally sold out. You get great tickets.
Oh, my daughter's going to be so happy.
Yay!
All right, hold on the line.
Have fun.
Hold on.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you want to get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
Okay, real talk. We're all kind of hooked on our phones. It's full of shiny apps designed to keep your attention captive forever. But there's real-life stuff to do other than scrolling, and I'm here to help. I'm Christina Quinn, the host of Try This, a podcast from The Washington Post. The show explores solutions for life's common problems. And this season, we're learning to tame the dopamine beast and reclaim our attention in this noisy and distracting world. So let's tame the beast together. Find Try This from The Washington Post wherever you listen.
Deciding on what to listen to is hard. Using Zumo to stream music from iHeart 90s Radio is easy. Or play iHeart Country or Hip Hop Beats. Your choice, all for free. Stream easy with Zumo Play. Get live and on-demand entertainment with no logins, no signups, no accounts, no hassle. This April, binge these classics. The Whole Nine Yards starring Bruce Willis and Matthew Perry. Adaptation with Nicolas Cage and Meryl Streep. And The Fisher King with Robin Williams. All streaming free on Zumo Play. Go to play.zumo.com now. Life is hard. Zumo is easy.
Discover Vizio's complete lineup of home entertainment. From stunning smart TVs to immersive soundbars, Vizio has you covered. Experience clarity like never before, bringing your favorite shows and movies to life. Plus, with Watch Free Plus built in, you'll enjoy free live and on-demand TV right out of the box. You can even stream your favorite music and podcasts with the iHeartRadio app, ready to go on every Vizio smart TV, along with hundreds of other pre-downloaded apps. Ready to transform your home entertainment? Visit Vizio.com today.
What's up, Marcus?
Hey, so I got a topic for you guys. So I don't know how well you guys are familiar with the dating app Woo Plus. It's like a curvy girl dating app, I guess. So currently there's like a pageant going on. It's like Miss Curvy or whatever. And only the women can go live. And when they go live, they can kind of talk and interact. And guys are like usually in there messaging them. And it's like Instagram Live, except for it's on this dating app. And you're supposed to be like, showing yourself, showing your character, your personality, and everything else like that to try and gain votes from these guys. And these guys can buy these things to give you gifts, right? And the more gifts you get, the more votes you have. You go to semifinals, and then the finals, I think, are tomorrow. So what I've noticed is some girls are using this as a way to promote their explicit content that they have on OF, or they'll be like, follow me here, and that's how they're gaining these votes. And this is like them using this dating app, quote unquote, for like not its intended usage.
They're not there for the right reasons, is what you're saying.
Right.
Are you like
So,
the contest police?
Right. Well, no, I'm not the contest police. I'm just saying, like, a good topic could be based on this is like, how have you seen dating apps being misused, or you've been misled through whatever it is? Because I know through, like, I've used Tinder before in the past, and the girl will have nothing in her bio, and it'll be like just her Instagram, and then like her statistics, like height, weight, job, whatever, and like just some photos. But like you try to match with her, but that leads to nowhere. But you have her Instagram because it's clearly right there, and you go to her Instagram, DM her, and she's like, where do I know you from? And you're like, oh, I saw you on the dating app. And then she'll be like, did we match? And you're like, no, but I thought I'd reach you here because I thought that's the reason why you put it here. And then she's like, leaves you on red.
So kind of like how I set my age on Tinder to like 70-year-old people so I could get free dinners. Like, I didn't want anything else than that, but I just wanted free dinner because I was a broke college kid.
But that's a little different, though, because, like I said, like, that is a little different than, like I said, these girls are supposed to be, like, meeting and connecting and stuff like that, not promoting their explicit content or trying to gain more followers. Or, like, some girls are even, like, because, like, when you go live, girls have been banned because there's, like, certain things you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to wear certain things, and these girls are doing the most. Some of them, not all. And some of them are just sitting there and talking to you and doing what they're supposed to be doing, trying to find somebody in their area.
Okay, hey, so let me ask you a couple things. What's the name of the app, the curvy app?
It's called Woo Plus.
Woo? Like WOO?
Yes.
Woo Plus. Like, so you spell it out, WOOPLUS?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, so you clearly, are you into curvy girls? Is that why you're on it?
I'm into everybody. I mean, if I see a good-looking woman, it doesn't really matter her size to me as long as she looks good to me.
But how did you find Woo Plus? I've never heard of it before. Have you guys heard of it? Then again, I'm not on the dating scene, but I've heard of Tinder.
I met my most recent ex on there like 3 years ago, and we dated for like some time. But I mean, that's how I met my last recent girlfriend.
So why is it called Woo? Does that stand for something? It's like, woo, man, look at her. Is that what it's for?
I have no idea. But it's like this is like a curvy girl app, like for them to have like a more safe place for them not to be like
inclusive, right?
Right. But I'm just saying, like, girls are on there, like, wearing really short shorts, shaking their ass for views. They're looking like they're trying to do literally like everything to get
but that's life, man. That's what happens. People use other things to launch other things. You know what I mean? You can go to Craigslist.
Right, but you're on a dating app to try and find like a relationship.
Yeah, but you go to the Craigslist to go find a lawnmower, and you can find an illegal massage parlor. You know what I mean?
I guess so. But like Marcus is probably on. Well, like Marcus is probably on these, dating apps to maybe find a potential partner, and when you have these women that are just trying to, upsell you, and
that's everything.
Yeah, if you're a nice guy, like what I think Marcus is probably.
Someone should start a nice guy app. Nice guy dating app.
I mean, if it goes to OnlyFans, maybe she's not there for dating, and maybe just skip past that one. Yeah. Go to the next one.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's frustrating, but also, like John Jay said, it's like you're just going to have to expect that pretty much everywhere you go with everything.
Let's throw it out there and see what happens. All right, Marcus? We'll see what happens.
All right.
All right, brother. Thanks for calling in.
You're welcome.
877-937-1047 or text us. Text JJNR and whatever Marcus said to 96893. Alexis, good morning. How are you?
Hi, how are you all doing today?
We're going to play a game. It's called Smartest in the Room.
I'm the smartest in the room. I'm the smartest in the room.
All right, Alexis, here's how we play. We put 30 seconds on the clock, and we rapid fire you questions about pop culture, movies, science, everything. You just kind of get as many right as you possibly can. And you are playing up against John Jay, Kyle, and Peyton. If you get more than they get, then you win the whole thing. But I'm going to give you a chance to hear how it works. We're going to start with John Jay. 30 seconds on the clock starts as soon as I ask the first question. So, John Jay, Cynthia Erivo plays Elphaba in this new movie.
Wicked.
What two colors can be mixed to make the color purple?
Red and blue.
What kind of animal is an albatross?
Fish.
What author wrote The Cat in the Hat?
Dr. Seuss.
Name a part of your body that continues to grow for your entire
Nose.
life. In what country did K-pop originate?
Korea.
How many states are there currently in the United States?
50.
What is the most common command taught to dogs?
Sit.
What natural phenomenon usually happens after a rainstorm?
Thunder. Smell. Rainbow.
I'll give you that one. You got that in before the buzzer.
That was good.
You actually only missed one. What kind of animal is an albatross? It is a bird. The rest of those you got completely right.
But if I Google albatross fish, it pops up.
Well, you do what you will, but it's still a bird. All right, here we go, Kyle.
Hello, bird.
30 seconds on the clock for you, Kyle. Starts as soon as I ask the first question. If you were to name the states, the United States, in alphabetical order, which one would be last?
Wisconsin.
What is a group of lions called?
A herd. No, a family. No, a pride.
Aphrodite is the Greek goddess of what?
A love.
How many primary colors are there?
3.
Which NBC show about the legal system is now in its 25th season?
CSI.
Hold on. In what year was America founded?
1776.
What are the preserved name for animal bones called?
The preserved? I don't understand the question. Pass.
Fossils was the answer I was looking for.
Oh,
like
the preserved.
Yes. And then let's see. The last state in the union is Wyoming. And the NBC show about the legal system now in its 25th season is Law and Order Special.
You said Wisconsin, dummy. Wisconsin's not a state.
So close. She did so close.
That was a hard one.
Thank you.
Okay, Peyton, are you ready? 30 seconds for you. Starts as soon as I ask your first question. This is currently the #1 show on Netflix. What is it?
Outer Banks.
What bird lives in Antarctica and cannot
Penguin.
fly? What is another name for the holes in the moon's surface?
Craters.
In which galaxy do we live?
The Milky Way.
How many seasons are in a year?
4.
Who is the current vice president-elect?
J.D. Vance.
What kind of fish is Nemo?
Clownfish.
What year was Barack Obama elected president?
2008.
From what direction does the sun rise?
South.
You said
Sorry,
south?
did I ruin it for you, Grant?
Grant just got really excited as he got more and more right. He did so good.
You actually didn't get any of them wrong at all.
Oh, really? Okay, Rises in the East, huh?
Yeah.
Rises in the East.
This was unprecedented. Amazing. Congratulations, Peyton.
All right, so we are over to you, Alexis. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, what is the chemical sign for oxygen?
Oh,
What do the planets Saturn, Jupiter, Neptune, and Uranus all have in common?
rings.
What is the capital city of France?
Paris.
A polygraph is another name for what?
A square.
Name as many characters as you can from the TV show The Office.
The Office.
Yes.
Jim. Pam.
I'll give you two for that. You said Jim, and I think you said Pam.
You know when you said what's the whatever the sign is for oxygen, you went, oh, I was like waiting for an answer. I think it's
Oh, is correct. Actually, you got everything right, but polygraph. A polygraph is another name for a lie detector test. Okay, Grant, let's count them
Now
up.
I know.
Oh my goodness, you guys. This has literally never, ever happened during Smartest in the Room, ever. So I don't know what to do. But we have a tie. We have co-champions today, it looks like.
Is there a tiebreaker question?
I like co-champions.
Co-champions is like, very spread the love.
Yeah, we're love up.
That's so everybody gets a trophy, dude.
Yeah,
You're
and
such a millennial.
I don't really feel that way. I feel
Well, with that being said, the co-champions today in Smartest in the Room are John J. Van Ness and Peyton Whitmore.
Yay! If I would have gotten Sunrises in the East. Bummer.
Yeah,
What do you mean you would have gotten? You said if you would have gotten that, or said you would have gotten that?
If I would have gotten that right.
Yeah. All right. Same.
Good
If I
job.
would have got albatross as a bird, I too would have won.
Yeah,
my
but
dad used to
mine
say.
was common sense. I
You
feel
guys,
like
if I would have got
Albatross is
6
not.
more right, I also would have
It could have been a co-champion as well.
won. Right. But I feel like Alexis is our big winner today, right?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Definitely.
She got the O.
Hold
Right.
up, Alexis.
I got the O.
Yes.
Hold up, Alexis.
I'm the smartest in the room. I'm the smartest in the room.
One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality? High quality and immersive sound? A sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.